Hey Con 130, welcome to week 6. We are cruising. We're almost halfway done with the semester, so that's exciting. We have a busy week ahead of us, so I hope you guys are doing well with your drafts. And by the end of this week, you're going to be turning in your final project for InDesign, your magazine spread. So I'll go in more detail, but I will go ahead and start with a prayer. Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for this day, and we're grateful for thy love and thy presence and guidance in our lives. We're grateful for the church members locally, as well as the prophet and his counselors and the apostles and all of the church leaders that we have, and to help guide us and lead us and inspire us through thy Spirit. And we're grateful for all the ways that we can connect with thee through prayer and scriptures and following the commandments. And Father, we're so grateful for this university, BYU Idaho, and the opportunity we have to come together as a class each week and to learn and grow from one another. Father, I ask a special blessing to be with the students and those who are struggling, that they may find answers to their questions, that they may be inspired through the trials, and that they may be uplifted. And continue to bless them as they are working in InDesign in a new program for most, that they may find peace with it, that they may be able to navigate it in a way that's smooth and clear to them, and continue to bless them in their projects, and that they're able to put together beautiful work, and in a way that that they're inspired to do so. And bless them in their personal lives as well, that their families are doing well, and that they're finding balance in their lives, in schoolwork, and in other important things. And Father, so grateful for thy Son, Jesus Christ, and for his atonement, that we can improve and grow each and every day. And we love thee and ask thee that we may continue forward in faith, and that we may have a good week. And we say these things in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. All right. So this week's spiritual thought, I was thinking about how we're going to be talking, or this week we're going to be working on refining your rough drafts. And I was thinking, I found this quote by President Lorenzo Snow, and I loved what he said. He said, "Do not expect to become perfect at once. If you do, you will be disappointed. Be better today than you were yesterday. Be better tomorrow than you are today." And I think that's such an important thing to remember, that we don't have to be perfect. That I feel like sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be perfect, or on ourselves or others. And I love how in the quote it says, if you're trying to be perfect all at once, you're going to be disappointed. But how it's little by little, here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, line upon line. So and I love that we don't have to do that alone either, is that Heavenly Father and Jesus Christ are here for us. And we have all sorts of amazing helps, like the prophets, the scriptures, our family, our ward, lots of support around us. So and to tie it into this week, is that we have an opportunity, you guys have an opportunity to work on your rough drafts, to refine them and to make them even better than they were yesterday. And so I really encourage you guys to take the time this week, not to just think it's a free week, but really take the time to perfect your magazine spreads, to make them better, to see what else you can do to improve, and to give good feedback and things like that. So so it's all about progression, and I'm really excited to see all of your the work that you create, your final drafts this Saturday. So I say that in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. So this week we are, let's see. So kind of going along with what we were talking about the magazine spread. So I encourage you to get a little bit more familiar with InDesign. Take time to work and improve on your drafts. Tweak your your typography, check for widows and orphans and hyphens, and I'll kind of go over that. But just make sure that you do your best to get everything that's required in. And let's see. Oh, a couple things that I wanted to kind of mention is that a lot of things that are happening with different students and things like that is make sure that you turn your assignment in on time. Okay, so I would suggest working on your assignment ahead and planning to turning it in hours before it's due, because you never know if your computer's going to crash or something's weird where you can't upload it or things like that. Just give yourself time so that you have, so that you can turn your assignments in on time. And as you know, the communication department has a no late work policy, and so my hands are kind of tied when I get an email, you know, and it's past due. And so just please work on your projects ahead of time so that you have plenty of time to, you know, if you have any questions about something or something's not working or something's not right. So just give yourself plenty of time to turn assignments in. So that's an important reminder. The other thing is that I will definitely grade all of your projects and assignments within 7 days, okay? So if, you know, if the Wednesday assignment rolls around, you'll definitely have your grade in by Wednesday, and Saturday's assignment, you'll definitely have your grade in by that next Saturday. So there's a 7 grading day period, but I promise to get those in before that 7 days is up. And with that, I definitely encourage you to look after I give you a grade, and I actually write in personal feedback. So please be sure to take that time to look through that, because I give you feedback so that I can help you so that you can improve your grade. The other thing, let's see, another thing is if you're falling behind and you know, some things come up, if anything comes up, always feel free to email me. But if you're falling behind and it's just, you know, hard to get there, feel free to email me, and I would love to meet with you during my office hours, and we can kind of figure out where you're at, and how we can help you progress in the class. So we don't want anybody to fall behind, and I really do care about your success in this course. So yeah, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right, so let's go into with InDesign. I also want to just point out that it is a new experience. I understand that it's a new experience, and I know that it's a struggle, and I just encourage you to use your resources. So your tutor, like, you know, finding a tutor under the Welcome tab, and YouTubing. If you're like, how do I do text wrap or whatever in InDesign, YouTube tutorial, that always helps. And then we in week 5, there's a lot of amazing helpful InDesign videos that you can kind of look through if there's anything specifically that you need help with. Like I said, check out YouTube, or, you know, you can always ask me, meet with a tutor for sure. And don't get discouraged. That's the biggest thing, is I really don't want you guys to get discouraged about using InDesign, because it is hard. There's a learning curve. But I know that you guys can do it. And don't forget prayer, because that's definitely going to help. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and jump over to our, another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I'm going to jump over to our Facebook page. And so we have our Facebook page, and I've actually, so the magazine spread draft critiques, most of you have turned in your draft critiques, which is great. And I've actually pinned this post. okay? Right up here. I pinned this post, so it's on the top now. I don't think it works very well with like if you're looking at with a mobile device. I don't know if this gets hidden or something. So just make sure that you do see this, the magazine spread draft critiques, okay? And follow the minimum expectations here, and go ahead and you know, add your comments. The other thing about week 6, this Wednesday's assignment is the critique report for the magazine spread. So you're going to come into the Facebook critique tab, and then this is kind of the rundown of what you guys need to do. Make sure you participate in this 3 days, respond to questions, and look to help as many classmates as you can. So the minimum requirement is give feedback to at least 2 of your peers and explain what they did well, and and provide specific feedback on how they can improve. So don't just say, oh, like your project's really great, but also talk about specific things that they can work on and apply to their project to make it even better. How they can improve, because that's kind of the purpose of this critiquing. Is to help each other. So, and you're also going to provide at least one draw over that helps explain your feedback. So in your critiques, at least one of the draw overs total. You can do more if you like. And let's see. Yeah, so one draw over. Then if one of your pairs already have 2 comments, then go ahead and find another person. Okay, so come over here, and like if you want to critique somebody's, just you hit the reply button, and then you give them that critique. So let's see. Then once you give critiques, take the feedback that you received and enhance your project and work towards it and make it even better and improve it. And you can also, you know, once you've improved it, you can post it for additional feedback on Facebook, or you can email me, or you can, well, yeah, so you need post your enhanced project for additional feedback on Facebook. And if you'd like me to look over your project again after you've made some changes, then I would be happy to do that. So right here is where the Facebook critique report template is. You're going to click that. And this is kind of, you know, who did you critique? When did you critique? So you participate in at least 3 days before it's due on Wednesday. Here's the draw over. Make sure you put that there. And then who critiqued you? Which of your classmates critiqued you? And remember that my critique actually counts as one of the critiques. Okay. So don't forget to explain your explanation here, how it helped. Then you're going to save this document as a PDF and then submit it in iLearn. And that is what you're going to be doing for Wednesday, okay? So lots of Facebook participation this week, and then every week. So that's how the critiques kind of work. Then jump into the magazine spread final. It kind of looks like how it did last week, where, you know, we have some good examples. Don't forget to look over the minimum expectations. These are really important. Make sure you're using InDesign. It's 3 pages plus 1 spread, and it looks like this. So this would be counted. This is 1 page by itself, and then this is a spread, which is, you know, 2 pages, and the spread. And then there's just measurements. Make sure you have the right page sizes. You actually type those the inches in. 2-column layout, so make sure that it's at least 2 columns. So it's not just one big line across. And then 600-word article found on LDS BYUI scroll. It could be, just make sure that it can have a title, but make sure that it doesn't have any other headings that break it up. So I know there's, and conference talks, you definitely use conference talks, great idea. Just make sure it's not one of those conference talks that has it all broken down. I think Elder Bednar does that a lot, which is great. But so break up the article with at least 3 headings, subheadings. So that's your own way of breaking it up. And then do at least one full quote, which looks kind of like this. That's a pull quote, and here's another one right up here. So you place those in different places, and then 2 relevant images. Make sure, this is really, really, really important. Students miss this a lot, but make sure that you take at least 2 of the pictures that you're going to be using in the magazine. So think about last week when we talked, or 2 weeks ago, we talked about photography and try to remember those important principles, but you need to take at least 2 of the pictures. Now you can have more than 2 pictures on your magazine spread, but you need to take at least 2 of them. So if you wanted to take, like, you have 2 of your pictures in there and then 1 like professional picture, that's totally fine. 1 word wrap, make sure you do a word wrap, kind of like, here we go, like a text wrap. So see how those words follow nicely around the circle. One thing I have noticed with your rough drafts is that a lot of you are putting in a circle, but there's a big box around, like an invisible box around it. So when you try to do a text wrap, it's just a box. Make sure that it follows the shape that we can see, okay? So if you put it in a circle shape, make sure that the text wrap follows the circle and not the imaginary box that wraps around that. I hope that makes sense. If not, let me know. Consistent headings and body copy, just making sure that, like, you can see, like, these headings are different text than, like, it's a different font than the body copy, but they all are consistent. All of the headings are consistent, and the body copy throughout the whole thing is consistent. And make sure you have contrasting typography so that you can see, you know, like this title and the heading, the subheadings are contrasting to the body copy font. Final is due on Saturday. So once you have all the critiques done on Wednesday, then you have time to make improvements and really utilize that time to make improvements and to increase the quality of your magazine spreads by Saturday. Lastly, you have a mid-course evaluation. So if you go ahead and click on that, it's the mid-course evaluation, you know, talking about how the course is doing, how you're liking the course, and also how I'm doing. I love feedback, but I love positive, constructive feedback. So feel free to let me know how I can improve. I want to be better for you guys in every way that I can. So yes, so I really look forward to your feedback with the mid-course evaluation. And let's see, I'm trying to think, is there anything else going on? I think that's about it for this week. So if you have any questions, like I said, I love meeting with students in my office hours, and I love hearing from you and your emails. And yeah, never hesitate to ask if you have any questions and things like that, because yeah, that is what I'm here for. Let's see, stop sharing. Okay. So like I said, really utilize your tools. I know InDesign is not easy, and there's a learning curve, and learning, you know, getting used to using the tools and the program itself is a little difficult, but I know you guys can do it. And like I said, meet with tutors if you like to meet with me, or you find some awesome tutorials online and also throughout iLearn. So hang in there, guys. You guys can do it. I'm so excited to see what you come up with. And I love to critique any of your drafts. So send me an email. And good luck. Have a great week, you guys. Bye.